Van Dijk to PSG. How likely is this move? Is there any truth to this? I personally think there's some truth to this. You got two kind of conflicting sources saying, look, one saying, look, there's definitely a strong possibility. Another source saying there's a strong possibility that this is false. Personally, I kind of feel like the truth kind of lies in between. I think Van Dijk's representatives, they're probably going to be, tapped up by other clubs. And, Van Dijk is a hot commodity, right? If you're getting one of the greatest centre-backs of all time on a free transfer, he hasn't really kind of lost a step. He hasn't lost his pace. He's not on a steep decline. He's still going to have many, many kind of top years at the top, in my opinion. And for a club like PSG, when I look at that PSG side, I think their team is very, very well rounded. But if there's like one area I'll go, yeah, like they could maybe do with like a strong job upgrade, it's probably going to be the centre back position. Personally, I think if Van Dijk goes, it would be a little bit of a kind of a mercenary move. Because I do, at PSG, they're on the rise. They have a very, very good team. I do kind of consider that like a bit of a mercenary club. Hopefully, I don't offend too many PSG fans. So I think it's kind of 65-35 for Van Dijk staying, just because I think Van Dijk's preference is to stay at the club. He's a club captain. He's got a strong legacy at the club, right? He's a fan favourite, and he's probably going to be looking for around, I'd say anywhere from 250 to 300k a week when it comes to his wages. And I think Liverpool are kind of willing to give it to him. I don't know what the kind of hold up is with like the wage, like with the contract situation. There's probably some stuff behind the scenes that we don't really know about. They're only gonna, these guys, the representatives, the club, they're only gonna want to put out information where they, they want to push a narrative. They want to be, kind of, what's the term I'm looking for? They're trying to like manipulate the situation to make it seem a certain way, right? So we don't really truly know what's going on behind the scenes. But yeah, if Liverpool let him go, in my opinion, that's borderline unacceptable. Let's be real. 250, 300 grand a week, maybe on like a 2-year contract for one of your club legends, one of the best centre-backs of all time, and player who's still in his prime. I think that's more than fair, more than reasonable. And if some way, somehow, they don't get it done at Liverpool, and Van Dijk wants to stay, bruv, like, nothing more needs to be said. So I do think there's some truth to the rumours, but my gut says I'm like 65-35 that Van Dijk is more likely going to stay. I bet PSG are probably not the only club after Van Dijk. I could even see like a Madrid going after him. Yeah, or even Barcelona with their financial issues. They probably want to get a sniff of Van Dijk. And one of these Saudi clubs, they could come in offer Van Dijk a mil a week. So yeah, I don't think Van Dijk's going to be, short of offers, let's put it that way. But I think his preference, the vibe I get, is to stay at a club. Likewise, I think Liverpool's preference is to keep him and not try and replace him by going into the market. And yeah, to replace a centre-back like Van Dijk is just going to be a nightmare. Like, how many top class centre-backs can you get? Settled in a club. It's going to be a tough ask, tough order to replace a player of that quality with the legacy he's got, the captain. Yeah. So, fingers crossed, FSG, the owners, Richard Hughes, they get this deal over and done with, sign him up to a contract. Seriously don't know what the delay is, because to me, it seems like both parties want to come to a mutual kind of conclusion here. So, we don't really truly know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't. Maybe Van Dijk's asking for like 600 grand a week, or do you know what I mean? We don't truly know. But from the vibe I get, from his body language, little bits of kind of stuff he said in interviews, he wants to stay at the club. Obviously, you've got to take the interviews with a pinch of salt, right? Because these guys are so media trained. They're always going to say the right things. But let's get this signed contract together, and I think it's in the best interest of everyone for him to stay. So let me know what you guys think down below. Is Van Dijk going to stay? Is he going to go? Catch you in the next one.